We've kind of planned we'll return to rugby, Stuart, about how we can engage as many children as we can to get back involved with rugby, potential new starts, etc. And we were successful in getting kickstart funding from the SRU. So first thing we looked at is any potential barriers. So the camp was free, absolutely free. Running it for 3 days. This is the last day today. And looking at drivers within that camp as well. What can we make it different? Is maybe going to drive people to come down and stay for the 3 days and buy in for the 3 days. So we've got free t-shirts at the end. Just really trying to sell a message down at the club that rugby, it's not just about training and playing. You've got to have a good experience around about it, especially for children nowadays. We were successful in securing some of the Southern Knights to work together with them. Rob's here at the moment, just behind us. He's helping for the last hour this morning, and then we've got Rob with some of the Southern Knights players this afternoon. So that'll really benefit our players this afternoon. We've had about 29 in the mornings come in, and we've got about 35 this afternoon, and that's the high school age. So that should be really good for them to finish off, and they're quite excited about the players coming over and getting a session with Rob as well.
Yesterday was fun because we were playing bubble football and stuff.
What's bubble football?
It's like when you get into a bubble and you're playing football and you can knock each other down to the ground and stuff.
Oh, it sounds very physical, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you enjoy that?
Yeah.
And I see you're wearing a
fun.
Selkirk top, a Selkirk Rhinos top. Are you a member of Selkirk Rhinos? You all are you?
Yep, we're all Selkirk Rhinos.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing rugby?
We've been doing it
I've been doing it for like 1 or 2 years.
I've been doing it since, I think, P2, and I'm going at P7.
I've been doing it since P2 as well, I think.
Us two are going into P6.
So what's the best bit of actually playing rugby, Arla?
Probably because you get to push yourself and
Get better and stuff.
get stronger and work up your confidence.
Hopefully you'll come down and watch your local team, will you, Selkirk?
Yeah, I've been a mascot before.
Yeah, I've been a mascot as well.
I was a wee bit nervous.
Yeah. The best bit was
because
Gummy
all
Bears.
the fans up there and stuff.
Yeah, it was really nervous, yeah.
So you've had a little taste of rugby, okay?
Yeah.
Are you going to be continuing doing rugby?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because it's like fun and stuff.
It's enjoyable.
I've been doing it most of my life, really.
That's right. And you've got ambitions. There's lots of women's rugby, players from the area now. One of them went to the Olympic Games. I mean, you could go on to that, couldn't you? Is that something you'd like to do?
Yeah.
And most of them presumably come from the local schools here.
Yeah, they're all local schools. Well, actually, there were a couple came, I think there's Tweedbank School. Sometimes the camps just fit in. So it was open for, other communities as well. We didn't want to close the door. Obviously, we're trying to target our own community first to build and grow numbers there for the Rhinos or potentially for primary school rugby, because I think that's a key area for Selkirk to look at. We've got good numbers coming through the high school ages, and it's really looking to back that up in the next couple of years with what we do in the primary school level.
And you never underestimate the importance of what these players can actually do for the club and also for inspiring the youngsters.
Oh, I think that's massive nowadays, that they have a connection for idols or people that can inspire them. We're trying to work together. There's a connection with us with Southern Knights. We work closely with them as much as we can now. That's the way forward. And looking at Rob, there's Rob to mention, there's players this afternoon that are certainly at high school age will relate to because they've seen them playing. You go back to Olympics there, Sarah Robertson came to many camps and played Rhinos rugby right through to high school, and probably developed some skills through her football as well that have helped her in the international stage and going through the development pathway for hockey.